Yo, it's the end of the week, I'm here to wrap it up right. Talking about game and sports, and maybe life. I ain't decide yet, so tune in to the show. Guest appearances, I don't really know. I'm the Paris, I'm here to do it my way. Click, clap, bang on any troll, so don't press play. A new series, I'm wrapping up the week, so comment on the subjects being given, or don't speak. Weekly wrap up.
What's good, people? This your boy Authentic973. This your boy PS4 on YouTube, and I'm back with another episode of the weekly wrap up. Got some parts gameplay right here, running with the usual suspects, minus Air Jones, but got a lot of gaming news, got a lot of sporting news. So with that being said, let's get right into the weekly wrap up. Gaming news for this week. I'm gonna be all over the place during this gameplay. As you see, dude get his dunk block right here. What's with all these pump fakes? And I just want you guys to watch this. QJB with the rebound. Spade with the beautiful pass to bang out, and he puts his whole damn arm in the rim. But let's get into the weekly wrap up. PS4s has sold 6 million units worldwide. 6 million PS4s have been sold worldwide. That is just a crazy number. 6 million units being sold. And you know, I'm not a PlayStation fanboy. I'm not an Xbox fanboy. I like both systems, but 6 million units is huge. And so far, since the launch of next gen consoles, PlayStation have been outselling Xbox 2-1. So, you know, with time, I think Xbox will catch up, and I think it probably will break even. Poor Wii U. Poor Wii U. Anybody got the Wii U? I have the Wii U. I don't even play it. So, poor Wii U. They just don't stand a chance. But Xbox will catch up sooner than later. You know, I think that PS4s, with the price being more affordable, you know, more people has, you know, purchased the PS4. So, Xbox will come, but we'll see. With the release of TitanFall coming up this week, probably going to help out sales with the Xbox One a lot. So, we just have to wait and see. What else happened this week? Let's check it out. TitanFall, like I said, that's going to be released on Tuesday. I'm actually looking forward to TitanFall. I don't know how you guys feel about TitanFall, but I'm actually looking forward to it. It's going to feel good to play a new game. The Pistons. Let's talk about the Pistons real quick. They may hire Isaiah Thomas as their GM. Now, we all know Isaiah Thomas was the great point guard that played with the Pistons, but now they're thinking about hiring him as the GM. Now, a lot of people say Isaiah Thomas did a bad job as a GM with the Knicks, but Isaiah Thomas drafted Damon Stoudemire. He drafted Vince Carter. He drafted Tracy McGrady. He drafted a lot of, he drafted David Lee. Who else did he draft? He drafted a few good players that was with the Knicks that are no longer with the Knicks, but Isaiah Thomas has an eye for talent. Now, he did draft, I think he drafted Jordan Hill. But Isaiah Thomas might be a pretty good GM fit with the Pistons. We have to wait and see. I don't know. I want to know you guys' thoughts on Isaiah Thomas. Let me know. Peyton Manning passed his neck exam, and he can play in 2014. In his contract, they have put a stipulation in there that if he didn't pass a neck exam for the future, like, his contract will be void for 2014, and he either had to retire or renegotiate. But he ended up passing his neck exam, and Peyton Manning can play next year. So that's good news for Denver fans. Tampa Bay Buccaneers got new home and away uniforms, and a lot of people are saying they're ugly. I'm not a fan of them. To me, they look like XFL uniforms. A lot of people were saying that they was hot on Twitter. Me personally, I like the helmets, but I don't like the uniform. I really didn't think they needed new uniforms because they really just got the joints that they had a couple of years ago. Not a couple of years ago, a few years ago, but I didn't think they needed new uniforms. Maybe the new uniforms, when I played football, my coach used to always say, if you look pretty, you play pretty. That's what he used to say. And that amounted to a lot of losses for us, but be that as it may, we felt like we looked good. Pause. But I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers needed new uniforms. I want to know how you guys feel about them jerseys. I'm not a fan of them. Anquan Boldin re-signed for another 2 years with the 49ers. That's good because, to me, a lot of people always say Anquan Boldin ain't fast, he's slow, and blah, blah, blah. Anquan Boldin is a beast receiver, in my opinion. I always like Anquan Boldin, and of course he went to Florida State, so why wouldn't I like him? LeBron James scored 61 points on the Bobcats in a blowout win. Now, when I talked about this on my video on Tuesday, and I was talking about LeBron versus Durant, a lot of people were saying, well, it was against the Bobcats. The Bobcats, according to ESPN, now, according to ESPN, the Bobcats have like the number 7th or 8th best defense in the league. So, a lot of people were saying that the Bobcats suck, but the Bobcats pretty much have I don't want to say a great defense. They have a top 10 defense. Let me say that. So their defense isn't that bad. The Bobcats just can't score. But LeBron did have an explosion and exploded for 61 points against the Bobcats. He just went bananas. I want to say he went 8 of 9, 8 of 10 from 3. It was just crazy. But my Bulls did beat the Heat today, though. Joakim Noah, they was chanting MVP for Joakim Noah. And Joakim Noah, I don't think he should win MVP, but he should definitely be mentioned in the MVP conversations because he's basically been carrying the Bulls. Like, how can you not like the Bulls? Like, the Bulls is just an all-heart team. They play with all heart and determination. Regardless how people said when we traded Dame that we was tanking, and we're gonna get the 3rd seed in the East. So I don't think that's tanking. Moving on, Mark Cuban says the NBA DL Development League is better for NBA prospects than 1 year of college. I don't know. Like, Charles Barkley made a good point. He said, would you rather play in front of 500 people in South Dakota? And how wasn't that a foul right there? How's that a steal? He said, would you rather play in front of 500 people in South Dakota or play in, Rupp Arena or whatever it's called in Kansas in front of 20,000? I mean, some of these kids I think need to go to college. They need to learn. Like Marcus Smart is a kid that I think needs to stay in college. I don't think he needs to come out this year. He's still a little immature, and I think college is helping him. Could you imagine if Marcus Smart did some of the dumb shit he did this year in college in the NBA? Come on, that's just not bright. Like, certain players I think need to go to college. Like, if you're a player, it's rare that you get a LeBron, a Kobe, a Garnett. Those players are rare. They're rare. And, a lot of the other high schoolers came right from high school to the NBA and they failed. Gerald Green was one of them. I think Gerald Green came right out of high school and bounced around the league. He just really started getting his act together. I think he played overseas for a while, and he just started getting his act together as of late, probably back when he was with the Nets. But then he went on to the Pacers, and now he's with the Suns, and now it's panning out for him because Gerald Green is having a phenomenal year. He exploded the other night for 40-something points. Get yourself a Gerald Green. Y'all know how I feel about Gerald Green. Johnny Manziel signed an endorsement deal with Nike. That's huge. They said one of the most lucrative deals that will happen for an NFL prospect this season. The Last of Us is making a movie, and that's in the works. The video game The Last of Us is in the works. They're making a movie, so that might be great. Also, Watch Dogs finally got a release date. It's coming out on May 27th. Also announced that it's 8 people, multiplayer, and it will be open world. I'm your boy, Authentic 973. I'm your boy, LePass57. Comment, like, subscribe. This has been the weekly wrap up. Y'all know how I end my shit.